Hello everyone, I'm Green Pangolin, and this is the start of a new Let's Play on the channel. This is Cyber Knight's Flashpoint, a game that I have been patiently but eagerly awaiting for this past year and a half, something like that. I actually bought this game right when it became available for early access, because I'm a huge Trees Brothers fan, and then I decided that, you know what, I'm actually going to shelve this and ignore all the early access updates just to make the experience as fresh as possible. And now it is here. Well, technically it's been here since Monday, but I gave them a couple days to squash the first day bugs, which they always do. Seriously, these guys are dedicated to their games. Anyway, without any further ado, let's jump into a new game. I have forgotten everything I ever knew about this game. Stayed away from all discussions, spoilers, even the screenshots, so all I know to expect that this is basically gonna be XCOM, but without aliens and more cyberpunk. That is all I know. By the 23rd century, there are only 112 cities left. It's been 40 years since the Echo collapse, 70 since we Q-bombed the last artificial consciousness to death. Now, world storms have settled to a record low, and they tell us that peak nano-fallout has passed. They say things will get better now. But who believes anything that comes from the megacorps? Anyone who can hope to afford a better life off-world is trying to get on an orbital or out to the colonies. That's why we're all here, working the shadows as mercenaries. We want something better too. We're just street-level operators, but not for much longer. You're about to get a Cyber Knight's computer spliced into your spine. It's illegal, it's dangerous, it will change everything. The Megacorps created Cyber Knights as the first quantum-secure data couriers. Soon, the Corps adapted their cybernetic implants to fight their quiet wars of espionage, sabotage and murder. These upgraded Cyber Knight Quantum Riders offered unparalleled processing, coordination and Q-warfare capabilities. But after a few decades, hundreds of Knights had deserted or gone rogue. The Corps outlawed their kind and started hunting them. Surviving Knights became the world's elite shadow operators for hire. You're about to get one of those implants. We're about to step up into a whole new game. If we build the right team and back the right power players, we could earn enough to buy a reset for the rest of our lives, Choppa. It won't be easy. Who knows what we might get mixed up in? Probably secrets the syndicates or megacorps would kill for. But this is our chance. Let's do this. I agree, let's do this. Okay, and now we are creating our knight. Starting with the background. Pick your background and how you got your start in the underworld. Looks like we default to X space station tech. When you were fired from assembling of near-Earth have stations, you turn to the shadows to chase your dream of returning to the stars. We got Wasteland Coyote, Wastelander from outside the new Boston Dome. You left behind a life of smuggling after an underworld deal turned bad. We got Betrayed Detective. You were a rising brave star detective, pushed the dangerous investigation too far and nearly died. After leaving the force, you've sunk far from the law. And we have Dockyard Smuggler. You were a dock worker, but tempted by the Fenian gang's bribes. You helped their smugglers. When the deal caught fire, you got burned. Alright, and all of these get different traits. Let's see. Station Tech gives +1 wheel, +3 tech, +5% stress resist. I'm guessing that's resist. Faction Insider. Due to your connections and history, you're capable of executing legwork inside McKellen Heavy Industries territory without undue attention. Faction X left McKellen Heavy Industries without burning bridges and is still able to operate in their territory. Dreams of Gleam dreams of escaping Earth to a new life on a space station to Gleamer, or even to another planet. Megacorp Protocols well informed and practiced at the rules and channels used for megacorporate security and military operations. You have an enemy, or VP Max Oppeland. Max Oppeland destroyed your career at McKellen or a personal vendetta. Okay, so you start at least neutral with multiple factions. Wasteland Coyote. Extra reaction, tech, stress resist. Faction of origin is indie. Faction independent. Knows the ways in and out of the city the smugglers often use. Has worked in and understands the extreme slums built against the outside of the new Boston Dome, known as the Leans. Has done wrong to Syndicate boss Tormask that will not be forgotten or forgiven. Screwed up a job smuggling a whole load of Syndicate soldiers into the Dome, and they were killed or rounded out by UNA forces. Okay, so this looks like a pretty clean slate, all things considered. Little extra smuggling capabilities. The detective starts with +2 will, +2 tech, +5 wound resist. Okay, your faction insider to Brave Star territory. You can operate in Brave Star territory. Bears the scars of betrayal and won't forget it anytime soon. Well informed and practiced at the rules and channels used for MailSec escalations. That's military security. And you have an enemy, District Commander, Pat Bryan. You believe that Bryan was the one who had you ambushed to hide corruption within the Force. It's interesting that with all these factions, we also have a personal vendetta. I wonder how that comes into play. Okay, Smuggler gets +1 reaction, +3 strength, 5% wound resist. Okay, Insider into Fenian territory. You know, smuggling routes. Lot of strange things coming with the crews of deep-sea vessels, and you've always been interested in the oddities and relics. Gates and Vance vengeance against Fenian gang boss Bubble Mac. Bubble Mac tipped off the customs agents who ended your career and your above the level life. Okay. This one sounds like you're just a guy who was at the wrong place at the wrong time. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Okay. We assign attributes. Assign your free attribute points. Maximum is 5, but one attribute may be set to 6. Okay, so the background gives +3 strength and 1 reaction. For some reason, this lists the double. I wonder why that is. Oh, traits. Oh, I see. We're gonna get back to this in a minute. Actually, no. Since this influences attributes, let's get this out of the way first. Pick one character trait from each of the columns. Throughout your career, these traits increase their effects. Oh, evolving traits. That's always fun to play around with. So the default is Cutthroat Fighter. In the savage and unrestrained fights of the dockyard, you learn to fight with ruthless efficiency, ensuring no one dares cross you twice. So that's 1 reaction, 1 strength, +10% crit chance, 25% crit damage. Okay, that's a really in-your-face kind of character. We got Handshaker. Dock work is physically demanding, even though the heaviest lifting is done by machines. Your body is corded with iron muscles, and your handshake has a crushing grip. Extra strength, hit points, melee accuracy, and 5% of kinetic as extra pure damage. That sounds really nice, assuming that pure damage is what it sounds like, what it is in other games, in that it goes through armor. That could be very nice. We have Dockyard QSEC. Your work at the new Boston docks was technical, rigging security for the quantum shipping grid, which made it easy to feed the Fenians what they needed. So that goes away from strength entirely, goes into tech, but hacking gain plus 80 per QPBs, 10 speed, plus 2 turns jamming for security devices from Matrix. I do not know any of these words, but I assume I'm going to learn pretty quickly. Let's go with Handshaker. Relying on crit, the game I know nothing about. Sounds a little dodgy. Okay, and this looks like we're picking a cybernetic upgrade. Reinforced spine. Sometime in the past, another owner modified the Cyber Knight's computer. Now implanted in your spine with adaptive nanometallic micromodules that now reinforce your spine to form a protective barrier. Oh, by the way, I'm going to leave timestamps, so if you want to skip all this talking, you're gonna be able to. Just a heads up. So here we got Deep Wire. Sometime in the past, another owner modified. Okay, this will start the same. Accelerated neural coprocessor, plus 2 reaction, plus 5 evasion, plus 5 move speed. Okay, so this is the Sandevistan of this setting. Got mil-spec matrix, mil-sec hardened Q-bus, ready to integrate with the matrix link. Okay, so this is hacking based, but hacking gain plus 2 cybertech armor, plus 20% matrix damage. Triggered by wire. Additional military augmentations, making you deadly with any weapon. Plus 1 reaction, plus 1 wheel. 4% crit chance, 10% ballistic damage. Okay. I do wonder this extra kinetic to pure damage from Handshaker, if that applies to all sorts of kinetic damage, then it doesn't need to be melee. And that would synergize well with this plus 10% ballistic damage, since I'm assuming ballistic is kinetic in nature. Let's see, ballistics coprocessor. Your Quantum Rider was modified sometime in the past, with additional world physics simulation augmentation to be able to execute uncanny ballistic calculations. Plus 2 tech, 8 crit chance, 5 ballistic damage. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Triggered by Wire. See if these two synergize. Sounds like they do. Okay. Okay, so now it has plus 5 in strength. The Smuggler gives plus 3. Handshaker gives plus 2. Okay, checks out. 1 reaction. Here, 1 from there. Okay, everything is good. Okay, so far doesn't look like my character is gonna be very hacking related. I suppose that's fine by me. I'm sure the game thinks of that possibility. Okay, less recoil generation per strength. That's logical. Okay, if I give strength 1 point here, oh, I see. This maximum 5 is about character creation, not overall values. Okay. Let's see what is will. Stress resist, built-in armor. If I'm gonna do anything melee related, that might be nice. Bump this up to 4 for now. Crit chance, damage versus drones per tech. Yeah, so this is good for hackers. For me, not so much. Let's leave this at 2. 2% crit chance is better than nothing. I'm gonna need reaction more than anything. Extra move speed. +1 initiative per 5 reaction. Oh, and I'm almost out of 3 points. Okay. How about this? So this adds up to 6 reaction, 7 strength, 5 will, 2 tech. That's probably nice. Okay. Ooh, nice. We get to choose weapons in pairs. Pick one of the starting weapon packages for your knight. Throughout your career, you are certain to change and upgrade your weapons many times to suit your style and strength. So we start with a sword and silenced pistol. Okay, we got shotgun, silenced SMG, assault rifle, silenced pistol, sniper rifle, silenced SMG. Bit of an odd combination. I suppose if you get rushed, you can switch to SMG. I think I'm gonna go with shotgun and SMG for this one. Both of these are close range weapons, and I do have a bunch of reaction. I think that should be nice. Okay. Pick one of the starting cybernetic implants to complement your Cyber Knight's computer or Quantum Rider. Throughout your career, you can remove or replace this implant with other options. Okay, interesting. Default is dermoplating. Plus 60 hit points. Then wound resist. Minus 6% move speed. Little bit of tankiness. Matrix Link. This Quantum Brain interface allows you to connect directly to the Matrix, and you immediately multi-class into Hacker class. Ooh, there's multi-classing here. That's nice. You can remove this implant and the Hacker class later. Ha! Display Link. Your augmented optic nerve superimposes trajectory calculations and tactical analysis into your eye in real time. Minus 5 stress resist, plus 3 ranged accuracy, plus 6 crit chance, plus 25 crit damage. Okay, synaptic accelerator 1. I suppose these numbers mean that they can be upgraded, and this cannot. When timing counts, it is best to go fast. Optimized brain pathways supercharge your physical reaction speed. Minus 5 wound resist, plus 5 evasion, plus 2 initiative. let's go with display link. Sounds good at the start. +3 accuracy. If you ever played XCOM, you know that even though it doesn't really matter, the numbers always look nice. And we can replace it later, so... Oh, what is this? These starting talents give your character the core abilities of their chosen class. You will be able to respec and train different abilities once you reach your safe house. Okay, and by class, do they mean the background? Because I don't actually see class here. Okay, looks like I can reroll these. Let's see. So are these random when you start a new game? Let's see, look ahead. Quantum look ahead at a zone, 10 meter radius within 25 meters. Debuffing with -2 initiative, predicting next movement of any enemy who passes into the zone until end of next turn. Cannot predict targets in active combat. Okay, so this is a stealth-based ability. Gotcha. Got pre-computed advantage. Buff yourself or a teammate within 25 meter with +8 initiative immediately. Initiative bonus is applied when rolling initiative for the next turn. I see. But if I were to reroll this... Oh, no. Oh, I see. I only get to pick one of these. So this must mean the cost. And this is the cooldown time. Oh, I see. I believe. Security Scramble. Disable a level 1 security device within 18 meters until the end of the next turn. Target a disabled device to further delay its reactivation. A little bit of go where you're not supposed to go shenanigans. Sure, let's go with that one. Appearance. Male, female. Suits. You can always suit yourself. Yeah, a lot of these designs are identical from Star Traders Frontier, it seems like. Which is another one. Three Brothers games. Let's see. Quick look. Can we? It doesn't look like I can change the color. Oh, wait, maybe I can. What if I select this one? Oh, there we go. Yeah, a little bit of nested menus. Those are nice. Okay, green is usually my color. Secondary. It's just the socks and the inside of the jacket, so it doesn't really matter. I see. Now the highlights matter a little bit more. Okay, how about this? Looks okay. Choose a face. Eh. He looks like a proper British goon. I approve. Okay, there's even options for these ones. Magnificent. Skin tone. we can have all the lip colors, I see. We can manually toggle these ones. Okay, I think I'm good with him. What else? Face details. Oh. What is this? Dirt? Nah, I don't want any dirt. I don't know who wants dirt on their face. And who even started this stupid trend in gaming. Okay, let's remove the head for now. Look for a haircut. Something that isn't something a complete idiot would wear. Well, these are all appropriately cyberpunk jank. Gonna give them that. Oh, we can even give them highlights. Looking pretty already. Just some brows. Do I want a beard? Well, a little bit of beard never hurts. Well, I don't want a stubble though. That just looks stupid. Ah, okay. Can I just disable this? Yeah, secondary doesn't count. Wait, why is the beard the secondary option? In what world does that make sense, huh? Oh well, I'm not gonna complain. Let's see. All kinds of crazy eyes. Okay, I cannot zoom in further to see the changes. Ooh, I like how this looks. Not that we're gonna see all that much of our character anyway. Okay, some cybernetics. We're not quite the hacker, so it's okay. I've never been a fan of tattoos myself. Both in real life and in games in any capacity. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go tattoo-less. Any piercings? Okay, I can go with one piercing. like this. Now it's time for a hat. You're never complete without a hat. Well, if there's nothing else, this will do. Okay, this looks good. Do I want to hide my hideous beard or not? How do you even see from this one? Nah, I think we're good. Full face helmet, no thank you. Backpack, do I want a backpack? No, not really. Looks a little jarring, the character. Okay, I think I'm good. Looks like I can rename him. I usually hit randomize 7 times, because I just can't be bothered to think of a name. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it only randomizes the code name. Fortuna sounds nice. Okay, continue to team. That's quite the team. We can customize them or swap. Do I care? These are just the initial guys, right? Let's look at the hacker here. Oh, I see. So you can choose between 2 guys. Okay. You look nicer. Let's go with you. You're a vanguard. I think you're good. What are you? You are a face. I suppose that means public relations or something. Yeah, you're gonna do just fine. You're a soldier. Got an actual cowboy over here. Don't care much for that. Okay, cyber sword. Sniper or scourge. Sure, let's go with him. Big origin story and difficulty. Syndicate debts. Recommended starter. You and your crew pulled everything you had to convince a syndicate financier, Octane, to give you a loan and help you obtain a Cyber Knight's spinal implant. You've all bet your lives on it, because now you owe Octane a cool 2 million, and the D-Cartel Syndicate is famous for not playing nice if loan payments are missed. Well, no one really plays nice if loan payments are missed. That is one of the big constants of our world. Okay, there's also null deal After you, the lead of a street-level mercenary company, mysteriously disappear, it is up to your team's face and friends to track you down. When the trail leads to a black site biolab clinic, things get dicey. It seems you've undergone some major spinal surgery and gained a Cyber Knight Quantum Rider, elevating your squad to power players in the process. Now, if only you could remember what deal you cut to get it. Okay, this sounds like more of a randomized start. Okay, there's all sorts of difficulty options. Okay, so on normal difficulty, no one can die permanently. And the story progresses a little slower. Power level fluctuates a bit. And everything has a little less HP. Missions pay out more. You have 75% base chance for saves. Prices are lower. I played XCOM before. I think challenging is fine. Okay, let's start with tutorials. Yes, please. And finally we're starting. This tutorial aims to teach you the most important gameplay features in 3 stages. If you mess one up, head for the next stage area and the game will clean up behind you. Or you can retry turn or restart mission regardless of your difficulty choices during the tutorial. Well, that's really generous of you. To proceed to the story and the start of the game, you must pass all 3 stages and reach the extraction point. Or at any point you can open the game menu and choose the complete tutorial option to skip the rest of the tutorial. Time to ride. Currently it is your soldier's action. This camera is blocking your path forward. And you'll either need to go around or kill these guards. Okay. All characters act in initiative order each turn. Your team will not always act together. The action will often go back and forth between friends and enemies. When you can, it is helpful to coordinate your squad members' actions in order to act before your enemies. Wait to let enemies move out of the way or into an ambush. You can yield, delay, and turn, or use talents to manipulate the initiative order. That's nice. I love it when tactical games let you do that. It's your soldier's action right now, but you need your vanguard to disable the camera. Press the yield button to allow your vanguard to act first. Okay, so yield action. Allow a teammate who is next in the initiative timeline to take their action first, and then return to your action. Also, it's basically just a switch. You may only yield once in a row before you must delay or end your action. Yeah, because that's what delay is for. Delay. Reduce your initiative by 10, giving you a chance to take action later in this turn. If initiative or action points reach 0, then you will take no more actions this turn. Interesting. And action for turn. You take no more actions this turn and immediately roll initiative for next turn, but gain a +1 bonus for any unused action points, and if possible the talent Take Cover will automatically activate. I see. So we're gonna leave info for the next turn. Every squad member has talents from their character class that give them special tactical abilities. When you use a talent, it takes a number of turns to recharge. Later, you can upgrade talents to shorten the recharge period or give yourself additional uses. This is your anticipation talent, which has 2 ready uses, shown by the blue pips. Use it on the nearest guard to gain an accurate prediction of their next move. Then, use your gem kit to disable the security camera until the end of the next turn. Okay, so this technically gives you 2 turns, if you start with the Vanguard. Let's see. The camera glides real smooth. Let's see you. Okay, you're gonna go over there. You get the next charge in 5 turns. I see. And you're just outside of range. You know, this anticipation actually reminds me of Invisible Ink, if you ever played that game. That has vibes such as this. Okay, what's this? Security level gaining +1 per turn. Okay, and it looks like once this reaches the max, it's gonna escalate. Good to know. The gem kit, camera level 1. As a cyber knight, you are leading a small squad into areas where you are outnumbered, with more enemy reinforcements on the way if security level rises. Hitting hard and moving fast, or playing slow and staying undetected, are both valid options, but it's always smart to use stealth and patience for a tactical advantage. Alright. Let the nearest guard leave by using delay for both your characters to reduce your initiative by 10. And act later in the turn. When you're out of action points, it is time to end action to roll initiative for the next turn and refresh their 6 action points. Yes, so that's the yellow pips. Gotcha. Or you can take him down, but be careful to start an attack with enough action points to finish the job. Okay, security disabled for 2 turns. You got a first aid kit and a shock mine, I assume. These are colored differently because they are consumables. Take cover, reload, attack, lure, create a distracting noise within 20 meters. Any enemy within 5 meters of your chosen point will immediately become suspicious. Rotate toward it and move to investigate it on their next action. We got silence. Engage silence to make no sound while moving and gain plus 10% move speed for the remainder of the turn, cancelled by any attack. Okay, so we can move sneakily. Gonna delay first. With youth. Okay. You're patrolling. Goodbye. Smart. Attacking that guard while the other guard was watching would have alerted both of them. Now there's only one guard left. You can try and get past him by using your Vanguard's talents, but if he spots you, then try to kill him before the end of the turn to prevent him from reporting to the security AI. If an enemy becomes suspicious, spots you, or survives an attack, they will add security tally here. When an enemy adds security tally, it appears here along with any other tally created this turn in yellow. The enemy's yellow tally can still be cancelled by killing the enemy before they finish their report to security AI. Blue tally is logged in from previous turns. Oh, I see. So this is not just the level of risk, but risk management as well. Okay. Now, what are you gonna do? You're guarding. Okay. How do I move? If I want. Okay, so it's left click. And then space to move. Okay. And this looks like this will get us into range of the pistol. Now I think I can hide over here. Okay, taking cover. The question is that guy gonna come back the next turn? I don't know. Let's try it out. Leave you in here. And turn. Then move you. Let's try to finagle a little bit. Right here. Oh, and he got suspicious. Interesting. Sound travels pretty fast. Seems. Let's see. Okay, this is the end of the turn anyway, so let's stop for now. Okay, what are you gonna do? Welcome to turn 2. Everyone's action points have refreshed, and a new initiative order has been established. Even if you're avoiding detection by the guards and security devices, most facilities are overseen by security AI. This security track shows your security level and current security tally. Every turn, your security tally will increase as the security AI gradually notices anomalies generated by your presence. The tally per turn is shown in these small yellow pips above the main bar. You can adjust or disable this through the game's custom difficulty options. I think that would take away a bit from the game. Can I maybe right click on you something? No, left click is attacking. Let's see. Okay, if I'm reading this right, then the guard has a 33% armor. So if I were to use Iron Grip here, plus 10% of ballistic as extra pure damage. Little bit of extra damage. Try attacking now. Okay, I think The part that's flashing white is the regular damage, and the red is the crit damage. Let's see. Okay, you got ambushed. Can I do it again? Okay, now I only have a 70% chance to hit. And I'm steadily gaining recoil, which is with successive shots. Black can't do today. Okay, here it is. 30 pure damage, plus 88 ballistics, after armor soaks. Yeah, that was good. Got a security force barrier over here. I'm guessing the tutorial doesn't want me to go that way. So I'm anticipating that other guy coming back, so let's actually move you around. This is fun. It's not like XCOM, but even more moving parts. Well, weird. Looks like the guy isn't coming back just yet. Okay, how do I open stuff? Closed and blocking all access. We cannot control this security door. Okay, so do we need to... Oh no, I'm an idiot. I'm supposed to go here. Because it's a tutorial, right? My bad. So let's move you here. Okay. Welcome to stage 2, where we will go over combat. Your Vanguard tutorial end will sneak off for now, but will return for stage 3. Okay. All classes can fight, but combat specialists like your soldier have many talents to give them an edge. First, let's get you in position. Sneaking versus sprinting. To avoid being seen in the yellow area of an enemy's vision cone, stay sneaking. Alright. Most enemy types can also hear you. When you're sprinting, you move farther per AP, but you make a lot more noise. Both kinds of movement generate recoil, which impacts your accuracy for any attack this turn. Alright. Toggle back and forth between sneaking and sprinting to see the movement alerts for sight and sound. Then switch to sneaking and move behind this barricade to get in position to take out this robo-guard. Alright, so... Sneaking takes a lot more AP and builds up a lot more recoil. But we will be neither seen nor heard. Okay. The half shield you saw when moving here indicates you have low cover from any attacks coming past the object. Low cover gives your unit 25% protection. Hard cover, which is indicated by a full shield, offers 50% protection. The good old XCOM formula, I see. When you target a guard, a summary of accuracy, crit, enemy's armor, and potential damage. Flashing in white. I was right, that's the potential. Dealt by the attack are shown directly over your target. Your current action points are shown as yellow pips. The flashing ones indicate the action point cost of the attack. Many factors impact your accuracy, which you can see in the accuracy breakdown in the top right. With many weapons, so long as your accuracy is above a certain percentage, you will always score a glancing hit, which guarantees some damage. Oh, that's really useful. I like that. Now here it is, glancing hit guaranteed. Firing on an unaware enemy grants plus 25% accuracy for surprise. Attacking from high ground can grant 10 to 15% accuracy. Repeated attacks against the same target gain the focused fire bonus, which negates any recoil penalty for the second attack and any more attacks. Oh, that's very nice. You have a recoil penalty from moving this turn. Use your soldier's iron grip talent to remove it and then attack this enemy. Gotcha. Let's do this. And now let's attack. Okay, yeah, so focused fire is the same as the recoil. Oh, by the way, I noticed in the options you can change the size of the font. So if you can't see it on the video and you would like me to increase the size, then please do let me know in the comments. I can see this just fine. But I missed. And I'm out. Fine, have it your way. Here we go. Got another bullseye. Let's try some other techniques on this second RoboGuard. Sight lines. As you plan movement, you will see thin colored lines connecting your movement target to any enemies in the area. These lines indicate line of sight and attack range. A blue line indicates you are in range to attack and have line of sight. Gray is line of sight but out of range. And red indicates the enemy has line of sight to your position. Okay. Your weapons have different noise levels. Each enemy hover shows this yellow icon. If they would hear you firing your weapon from your planned movement destination. Try it out. This display changes live as you plan your movement. Okay, cornering. Oh, orbs discovered. And gunfire reported. So, security is going up. If you move your character into cover close enough to a corner, you'll see a blue line of sight indicator wherever your character is able to automatically step out of cover to fire at an enemy. This is cornering. Often when cornering, your target may not be able to fire back without moving. Try cornering at this location to get an asymmetrical firing line at your target. Yeah, I see your point. We move out and shoot. Here we can only switch between sprinting and sneaking. Right, move you here. Well played. This position is to your advantage. Your enemy can't shoot you without moving. Target your enemy and attack to see how cornering lets you step in and out of cover to attack. Alright. I have a lot of recoil here. What gives? There's one more turn until Iron Grip. Well, I'm sure that's fine. Okay, so this first one missed, but then focused fire activates. Okay. It's a little convoluted, but okay. Oh, and the pure damage came through. Boom, boom. But you may have noticed these tutorial bots just for target practice. Ready for ones that shoot back. Perform a tactical reload and continue to the final stage. Okay, let's reload everything. Okay, here we are. Welcome to stage 3, where we will go over our final mechanics. First, we're going to fake a security escalation for tutorial purposes. Usually, when the security tally fills up, the security AI gets a chance to take an action against you and your team. So I was right. Feels good. These actions, called escalations, usually start small but ramp up in power and threat quickly. I kinda gathered that from the main name, but thank you. The most dangerous escalation is calling in reinforcements. Reinforcements will be directly dispatched by the SEC AI to investigate recent security events, or just sent into the area to patrol and search for trouble. Use every advantage you have as a fast-moving heist team. Try to keep moving so that reinforcements or other dispatched security are always one step behind you, investigating where you were but aren't anymore. Over these final turns, keep an eye on this guard. Try to wrap up stage 3 quickly enough so that this one doesn't catch up to you. Okay, but if I were to kill him, would that count? Now, for the problem at hand. You'll encounter a variety of security devices trying to detect intruders like yourself. Some, like laser mesh or proximity mines, can even damage you. Security devices can only be disabled by certain talents, items, or by hacker characters that infiltrate the facility's matrix systems. Unfortunately, there's nothing your soldier can do about this one, except walk through it. Crossing the mesh will cause damage, and the security event that the security AI will want someone to investigate. Alright, so far approaching this game more as a stealth game than an XCOM game. Seems to be the thing. Okay, we'll trip the laser wires. Not much I can do here. Ouch, maybe not enough damage to need to patch it up, but... Each character's equipped items are shown on their talent bar in an orange tint. Grenades, medkits, traps, utility items and more. You can change which items your characters bring with them to a mission, or restock, purchase new ones in the safe house. Look at your items and heal if you need to. Then move up to the next set of barricades. Your items are automatically shown on your talent bar in an orange hue. Items can be used and previewed like any other talent, If you use any of an item's charges, the item will be consumed at the end of the mission. Wait, any of their charges? Even if they have like multiple? I'm gonna use the entire item. That's not very efficient. Or maybe it is efficient and the game just wants you to use it if you decide to use it at all. At least I assume there's gonna be some items that have multiple charges. Okay, put you over here. For tutorial purposes, we're going to set up another encounter to show off 3 final concepts: alert status, full auto, and armor shredding. Nice words. You have my attention. Each enemy is an independent alert status. His guard is alerted because he has seen your soldier. Prediction talents like anticipate and distractions like lure no longer work on him. Okay. This guard is unaware as he has not seen you. If he hears gunfire, finds a dead body, or receives orders from the security AI, he will become suspicious. Your squad members each have their own alert status. Hidden or suspected characters, ones that haven't recently been spotted, get a surprise bonus, 25 accuracy on their attacks. Now for full auto and armor shredding. Assault rifles, urban ARs, SMGs can switch from burst fire to full auto, to fire more bullets and or hit multiple targets. It costs more AP and chews up ammo twice as fast, but can deal more damage. We've toggled on full auto for you. You can now see the to-hit chances on both enemies within your weapon's firing arc. Damage is spread as evenly as possible between all targets. Alright. Adaptive armor. Armor provides a basic amount of damage reduction against most weapons. Nanomaterial adaptive armor provides additional protection points, the number over the shield icon, that increase its damage reduction significantly, from 22 to 65% in this case. Every attack has a chance to shred armor and reduce its protection points. Some weapons, shotguns, blades, e-rifles, have a higher armor shred chance. Other weapons, sniper rifles, revolvers, railguns, cause pure damage which is not affected by armor's damage reduction. I see. What if I were to use Iron Grip here? And then switch back to full auto. This okay, and this is gonna kill the guard. Interesting. I wonder why this took double the damage than the other one. Oh, and it looks like full auto doesn't benefit from concentrated fire, which is understandable. Nope. Nope. Well, that was a bummer. What's this? Lootable lockbox. Okay. At least switching weapons doesn't cost AP. Otherwise, I might be in trouble. Okay, let's move here. Looks like I will be heard, no matter what. And goodbye. The guards are both down. Move to the heavy lockbox. You will find the red key inside, which is needed to open the nearby door. Lockers like these can contain valuable gear, keycards, crafting blueprints, and other loot. Click on the loot box once you are close to open it. You won't be able to use items you find without getting back to your safe house first to unseal them. However, any keycards you find are for use within the current mission. Once you've grabbed the red key, move to the control terminal to the left of the door and activate it to open the door. The key is a digital signature, so any character can use it, not just the one who picked it up. Oh, that's nice. So I can just send one of my guys to loot the place. And once I find the key, everyone can move on. That's very nice of them. Got the red key and one dazzler. Nano-sealed item, which can be decompressed later at safe houses Nanoforge. I suppose this sealed stuff is so that you don't try to upgrade your weapons in the middle of the mission. Alright. Nothing else around here. The first time you click on a door panel or lockbox or terminal, set a movement destination to it. Once you've arrived, click on it again to use it for free. Okay. Uh-oh, we're going to cheat and let this guard get the jump on you. They are about to cover your position with Overwatch. Just like some of your squad members, many enemies can use the Overwatch ability to cover an area and automatically take reaction shots against any enemy that moves or tries to attack from within the area. Okay. Now what? Can I get out of Overwatch somehow? Or do I have to try hitting him? Does it look like I'm in cover? You may be shot. That's usually what the police say, not the other way around. Ha, you missed. But I didn't. And that removed the Overwatch. Let's get in here. And now it's your turn. Can I get... Yeah, I can get in here. And have AP for an attack. Glancing hit guaranteed. And we're done. Marvelous. When reaching an extraction point, team members can each extract individually. Once a team member extracts, they cannot return to the level. They can no longer be seen or attacked by enemies, nor assist allies in need of help. Extract your team members to move on to the beginning of your story in Cyber Knight's Flashpoint. Okay. Now, what is this snap on? Oh, I see. So, if snap is on, you're going to move in full action point increments. That's really clever. So if I were to go here, that's technically 1.5 AP, and then move. Okay, so the game doesn't track a fraction of an action point. That's good to establish early. Alright. This was the tutorial. And next up, we must prepare the rooftop for our night's exit by hover truck. I'm going to cut the episode right here, but I'm going to keep recording, maybe upload both of these at the same time, since I am already about an hour in. See you in the next one.